Welcome everyone. Today we have a guide video on the event shop for the Reconcile Star. As you can see, I have tallied up all of the items that is from the Mighty Exchange and also the Essence Exchange. I also made the Resin calculation and also Resin saved values. So this is more of a detailed guide. I didn't just want to go to the shop and talk about the items for you guys. I actually compared the values you can get from basically if you spend on the Mora flowers or if you spend on the experience flowers, which one is better for what value at what adventure level. So I made some detailed comparison for you guys. We'll also be looking at the 3 new spots that's on the second day for the Meteorite location. So here we have a few of the images showing locations of the new spots on the second day. And there's an image over here to tally up how many in total you can find on the second day. Now, in order to give us a better summary of the Excel, what I did was I made a notepad summary over here to show you what does 20 Resin give us for adventure level 20 and adventure level 45. I didn't do all the adventure level in between, so I did the first one, I did pretty much the higher ones, and I'll show you guys a comparison, the different rate of Resin savage or Resin effectiveness, and also different conclusions. We'll also be looking at the total Resin cost for the event, which after the calculation used the image that was given to us. So if you look at those images, they actually tell you how much resource you get for Resin. And using those images and the images over here, we can do a rough estimation or a good calculation of how much Resin is needed and what can we expect, how much Resin it will cost for the entire event. This way we can plan and save our Resins. Let's start with the event shop. If you come to the event shop, you're going to see different set of items, and also those items will have the purchasable limits. So each of the items have limitation of purchase, and also there's one item that doesn't have a limitation, but that is by far the worst deal, pretty much. Similarly for the essence shop, so you can see the limited items, pretty much one limited. And also all the way down here, you're going to see the fine enhancement ore is the one you can keep purchasing if you have a lot of the essence. Now, knowing this, and after summarizing them into a pretty nice summary, so let's come to the Might exchange over here. I also calculated how much Resin for Might. So how much Resin do we have to spend to get 1 Might? Those calculations are done because of this image over here. If you have a look, you can see that 20 Resin give us 25 Might, or the Meteorite Might, which is a 3-star item at the level 35 recommended party level. And looking over here, you can see to get all of those items, so I did the total Might that is required, the total Resin that is required, and all the way for all of those items. Now for the character ascension items, those are more like a personal choice. If you need them, you'll buy them. If you don't, you probably won't buy them. So those I didn't highlight. The one of interest for us is going to be the Adventure, Hero, and also the Mora. So the experience books and also Mora. We want to see how good those are, and we want to have some comparisons. And to give you guys a more informative comparison, we'll be looking at values for adventure level 20 and 45. Now you might be wondering where did I get those values from. So if you come to the fandom for the Leyline flowers, over here we can see for adventure level 20, we get 20,000 Mora from the flower and also the adventure experience books. We'll take the average of those two. And also up to adventure level 45, we get 60,000 Mora, and also those are the books that is taken over here for the calculation. So what I did was I took the maximum, minimum of the adventure hero experience books. We average those. We get the adventure level 45 experience we get from spending 20 Resin. This also can be used for averaging for the adventure level 20 Resin, which is much lesser in comparison. Similarly, we use those numbers from the fandom, so 20 Resin give us at adventure level 45, 60,000 Mora. 20 Resin at adventure level 20 give us 20,000 Mora. And now what's more important is we're going to come back to the Excel. And now what's nice is we can come back to this Excel using the value of Resin saved effectiveness. We're going to input those values. And we also know that we can spend 20 Resin for 25 Might. We're going to assume everything else is pretty much the same. So the Might is of the focus over here. With 25 Might, we can exchange for character experience for this much and also Mora for this much. You can see right away, even at adventure level 45, you're getting more value for the Mora and character experience. So this is even if you are opening the world at adventure level 45 with the highest tier of World 6. But more so that if you're adventure level 20 or between 20 and 45, you're getting anywhere from, 102% to 318% for the character experience. So you're getting more for your Resin spent on the Might. Similarly, If you're going for the Mora, it's 104% to 300%. We also have a calculation of those values on the Excel. So if you want to come back over here, make sure you have a look at this. And if you want, you can search up your own adventure level and input the numbers over here with the Excel, which I'll share with you guys. And you can see how much value or how much resin you're saving this way. Now, if you haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so. Make sure you also turn the bell on for the latest news as I find more of them for us. You can see that we're really dedicated for Genshin Impact. We'll have builds, guides, tips, news, and events updates for everything that's Genshin Impact related. Now, using those Excel numbers and the comparison value, we can see that it is much nicer, or it's very profitable for us to consider the 3 best items to exchange in the Might Shop will be the Adventure Experience, Hero Word, and also Mora. Those 3 items are very valuable because if you're looking for those, it's much better to get them here. And as a conclusion, as I said over here, if we're looking for Mora, character experience, farm the Stars Might, which doesn't require resin sometimes. You can just loot them off the open world, and you can also spend resin to farm them if you need more of those, Mora and XP. So this is better than the resin flowers, even at adventure level 45. And of course, if your adventure level is lower, you still get more value this way. Now, coming over to the Stars Essence shop, what we're going to see is those items are only 1 quantity, and I was a little bizarred by that. So I'm okay with the book being 1 quantity and 1 crown only, but I wasn't sure if the Mystic Enhancement is only 1. Why would they give us only 1? So I wasn't sure over here for that. But say very small quantity of the items. I'm not sure if it's a typo or if this is intentional. So it only costs 218 resin to get everything in the second shop. Compared to the first shop, which costs a lot more, the second shop only costs 218 resin. You can see that how much resin per essence, which is 1.05, and we calculated number of books that's available, how much they cost, and how many limits of the books. So we multiplied everything to see the resin cost, and the biggest focus will be the crown. The crown will cost us about 120 resin to get, and that's something we want to focus on. Little bizarre for the Mystic Enhancement Ore, but it's not a big deal. And also the Unlimited Fine Enhancement Ore is probably not a good trade as well. So in total, we're looking at 218 resin costs for the Essence shop. Now, it is possible that I miscounted maybe the small books, but currently they only show us 1 of the books. It shows us limited items. So in comparison to the Fading Star Might Exchange shop, if you were to spend all of your resin to get this much of the Might, you're looking at 1,570 resin spent, and over here only about 218 on this side. So in total, we're looking at spending about 1,800 resin, and this might seem a little large on the first glance. But if we come back to the notes, keep in mind guys, we get a lot of the free Stars Might and also the free Stars Essence from just doing quest. If we come and have a look at some of our earlier videos, you can see that we're getting 40 free Might just by doing the startup quest. And very similarly, we're getting a lot more free Might just by doing the the side quest for different chapters. We'll also get 60 Star Essence for free just doing the side quest for the last chapter. So keep in mind, we still get a lot more free. So it is likely we do not have to spend 1,800 resin for the entire event. I'm looking around 1,000 resin for the entire event with all the free ones we can loot off the world, all the free ones we get from the quest. So what does this mean for a free-to-play player? We get 180 resin a day, and this will take 5 to 6 days to regen the resin. So the event is pretty much a 2-week event, and for free-to-play players, we can naturally regen all the resin this way. Probably take us less than a week to get all the resin needed to get everything in the exchange shop. So that include all the character items, all of the books, and everything that is available. Now, this is great news because most of the free-to-play or low-spending players likely won't purchase resin just for the event. And also, if we come back to this video, we talk about how we can get at least 780 Primogems or even 1000 Primogems by just doing the quest. Over here, I summarize how to get the Primogems on each of the days and what can we expect. Now it's time to come to a second part. I mentioned we get a lot more of the free Stars Might from the open world loots. If we come to the image over here, so you can see different locations for the second day of the looting locations for different Stars Might. So this is the first image over here on the particular Chirin's Peak location. On the second image, we come to the Dapa Gorge over here as those site. And finally, we come to the Mirroring Village over here and also the Yaogan Shore over here. Now don't worry guys, I'll be posting those on my Twitter first, so if you want to download those and check those for yourself. And finally, I have found a tally up image over here from 1 to 19 and over here from 1 to 17 and finally from 1 to 19 over here. So this image tallies up how many we can get in each of the regions for the second day. Now I'd like to say a big thank you for xeniva over here and also BetaFlurry over here for sharing those images. I did not have the time to search and get everything for us, and I was very grateful for them to be sharing those images and to share this to everyone. So here it is guys, our complete guide for the event shop. Using the Excel, I have tallied up all the rates, and to summarize, we're looking at a maximum of 1,800 resin spent, but to be honest, we probably were looking at only spending 1,000 because we can get a lot of them for free. And in comparison of the rates and exchange, the best exchange in the game will have to come over here with the character experience and also Mora that is available. 150 and 250 in total. So those are really nice limitations, so we can get a lot of those. 2.5 million Mora, by the way. And finally guys, if you want to download Excel, I'll have this available as a link to be shared with you guys on the description. And keep in mind, the top 4 items we'll be looking to exchange will be the crown, the adventure experience, the hero word, and also the the 2.5 million Mora that is available. Now if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.